Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for clicking on this pick a card reading. The next new chapter. So, what is the new chapter that will be unfolding in your life for you moving forwards? So, all you need to do is choose one of the three images on your screen. Feel free to pause the video here if you need some time. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below, where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. You'll also find the link to my website and my TikTok there. Okay, so let's get into your reading now. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Hi Group 1. So let's take a look at the next chapter. Okay, what's going to be happening in your life next that is, that is new. Okay. What is the next chapter? What is the next new chapter for you, Group 1? Oh, okay. We've got square, semi-square, and quincunx aspects. Okay, so this does represent a bit of tension here. So whatever this new chapter is, whatever this new beginning is, I do feel like it's going to feel a bit like a struggle at first. Or it may come with a struggle, but then it turns out to be something good, okay? Because I feel like there's conflicting energies here where you feel like you want to go head first into something, but then something holds you back. Like you have these reservations. You don't know whether you should move forwards with it. So there's a lot of this toing and froing. It's giving me Gemini energy. Okay, Aries. Cancer. Let's pull one more actually. One more, please. Sarah's nurture. Okay. So it's interesting to me that we've got like all of this fire, all of this masculine energy here in the center where it's all about taking action. It's about initiating new plans. It's taking charge of a situation. It's going at something full steam ahead. But then on the outer edges here, we've got all of this very soft, feminine, nurturing energy coming through. We've got Ceres, nurture, and Cancer, immerse. So it's interesting to me that there's these two strong elements at play, but I feel like this is actually going to be very beneficial for you. Like you'll really be using your feminine and your masculine side. When it comes to this new chapter, it's like you're going to need it, okay? Now, the areas that Aries and Cancer can represent are the physical body, movement of some kind, travel, the head specifically in the physical body. It represents the outer appearance. It can represent the military, the emergency services. It can represent racing, movement, initiating plans, like planting a seed, getting things going, getting the ball going. And then Cancer is very, again, soft, feminine, but it's connected to the moon, which connects to family, children, specifically mothers or feminine figures in your life. So I do feel like there's a lot of femininity connected to whatever this new change is. So for some of you, this could be pregnancy. Okay, obviously for those of you that definitely don't want that and you are taking the necessary precautions against that, then you don't need to worry. But for those of you that are potentially seeking pregnancy, this could be a positive indication for you that that's the next new chapter, okay? Or this, if you've got existing children, this could be the next new chapter for them. And there may be some confliction because maybe, for example, they may be going to a different stage. Maybe they're going up a level at school, or they're going to university, or getting a job, or obviously they could be much younger and hitting other different milestones, or maybe there's tension within the family with children even. So there could be lots of different family dynamics that play out through this tension or through this new chapter, because this could also be that whatever this new chapter is, it's going to directly affect your family. Okay, so maybe this would involve a move of some kind, a new relationship, a new job. Okay, there's many different things this could ripple effect almost. Okay, could even be something connected to, again, your physical body, like physical exercise, starting a new exercise regime. But you know, the extra time you'll be spending doing that may be taking away from your family. So it's like this balancing act that I'm seeing here. And I do feel like it's a lot like that for you already. Like it's so much go, go, go. But there is a need to nurture. There is a need to also come into your soft side. So I feel like this is something you need to remember moving forwards, that you need to have both. Excuse me. And it can be really hard. It can be hard to have both things to play out in different roles. Like even say you're a single parent and you're trying to play both the mother and the father role at different points. Okay. It's like, maybe you're managing other people as well, because Aries can represent business ownership. So this could be starting a new business. But then again, it's delegating. It's learning how to manage people, but also empathize, okay, which is more on the feminine side. I do feel, though, whatever this new chapter represents for you, that you are going to be gifted something, like some form of recognition, because I'm really drawn in by, my eyes keep darting to this like bunch of flowers here. So I feel like you'll receive flowers or some other kind of gesture of like, well done, or like, we appreciate you. It's some sort of like gift of appreciation that I see coming through for you. So yeah, I feel like that may even get you going a little bit, because sometimes it's like you need that positive reinforcement, because then you feel like, oh wow, they really appreciate me, so I'm going to keep doing more of that. So yeah, maybe that there's like something that comes in that's a bit of a boost for you, and that gets you more motivated to keep moving forwards or to plow into something, even though it may be a struggle. But let's just see. What I want to do actually, I'm just going to see where are you at now? How are you feeling about life in general right now? Okay, that one wanted to jump out. Let's get one more. Okay. Oh, okay, helpless and hopeless, moving on and move. A lot of the M's I'm really drawn to, so I don't know if you're connected to somebody with the letter M or W as well, because they both look, they could be W. I don't usually give letters. That's really strange for me, because people even comment sometimes or give me initials, but it's not, sometimes I'll do it, but it's very rare. So I really felt drawn to say that. Again, it could be even somebody with a double-barreled name, but I am seeing you feeling stuck emotionally, like you haven't quite moved on from the past in some way. And so you may be watching this video because you're feeling anxious, or you're feeling hopeless about the future, and you're just wanting some form of reassurance, okay, or motivation to let you know that things are going to get better. So I do feel like things definitely are certainly moving on from where you are currently, because again, this is like this stuck feeling where you feel trapped. You don't feel like you've got as many options as you once did. And now it's like you're at this precipice point in your life where you are looking off into the distance, into your future, and saying, where do I want to go? I know it's got to come from me. I know I've got to be the one to make a step, but I feel held back. I feel pulled in different directions. Okay, because maybe there are family ties tying you to a certain place, but you feel like you want to move on. Maybe you want to travel, you want to relocate, or you just want a new beginning. And maybe, I'm feeling like this push-pull between feeling emotionally pulled to where you are, but then mentally feeling like you need to move forwards. And this is where you feel stuck. Like, I feel like you're afraid to miss certain people. You're afraid that you may lose time with certain people. Okay, and that would make sense with family. So again, whether this is less time spent with your children, or maybe it's even pulling your children away from like other family members if you wanted to relocate, okay, or whether you wanted to relocate but your child wants to stay there, okay, or again, this could be your mother, or this could be, like I said, it feels like more feminine energy. It doesn't have to be though. It's still an emotional connection, so it could still be to a masculine. But yeah, I just feel like there's a pull between your heart and your head right now, okay, and that's what's causing all of this anxiety. That's what's causing this worry and this sense of hopelessness. But just know that moving forwards, things are going to change, and I do feel like you are going to receive some sort of gift, and I do feel that's really going to help you, even if it is just something small. Okay, it might just be enough where you're like, wow, I didn't realize that I was capable of this, or that, again, I was actually appreciated for this. So I've just realized the cards are askew. I get so involved with how like doing the actual reading than seeing how it looks. And then it's so irritating to me when it's not aligned. And I don't know why it does this. It never used to do this. Like, obviously, it's clearly me. I'm doing something wrong with my setup here, but like, maybe it's Mercury retrograde, so maybe I'll be able to figure it out. Retrograde is a great time to review things, especially things that aren't working, connected to mercurial matters. So anyway, enough about that. Let's see. Like I said, I'm not sure if it bothers any of you. Oh, it's still not... sorry, one sec, guys. I don't know why. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Oh my God, and as I just looked at the time, it was 11:11. Stop. Oh my God. Now, it may not be on the time when you're watching this because I do obviously edit the video. So I don't know if it will be, but it should be around that time because I don't believe I'll need to cut anything from what I've already said. So anyway, unless I cut out all of this garbage. No, do you know what? I would keep it in because of the 11:11. Okay, that is your reassurance that you are protected. Okay, it is the master angel number. So you are divinely and highly protected in this situation. Okay, whatever you choose to do, it will be for your highest good. Okay, it will work out in your favor. I do fully believe that now, especially after seeing that 11:11. And especially because I was just going on and on about the bloody tripod and stuff. So anyway, open up. Yeah, I feel like this is you. Like, you've been very closed off for quite some time. And this is your time now to start being more open. Okay, I feel like over the last few months, you have started to open up a little bit more. You've been coming out of your shell. Because I feel like almost like the crab here, like you've been so kind of, in your shell, maybe moving side to side and just not really knowing, like you can't open up because you don't know where you want to be or what you want to do. But I feel like moving forward, you're going to have a clearer idea of either where you want to be, what you want to do next, and you know that you need to let go of something. You need to let go of, maybe this is your own rigidity about your routine or about the way that your life has been. It's like you crave the change, but then you're scared to actually let go of the things that then will cause this change. Because again, say it is relocation. Just as an example, you may want to move somewhere, but then you know that you need to let go of, say you love your apartment that you're in, or you, again, it's you're so close to family, but then it's like you're going to have to let go of those things, not forever, maybe the apartment, but the family, or, there are other aspects to it. Maybe it's the location, maybe you enjoy, maybe you're moving from the city and you want to move to the beach, okay? So you'll miss the city lifestyle, okay? Or you'll miss the beach, the relaxed type of lifestyle. So either way, there's going to be some form of sacrifice. And I feel like this is where you maybe are too afraid to sacrifice that right now. And that's okay. There's no judgment. You shouldn't judge yourself about that. There's a reason. There's a reason why you feel pulled, okay? But obviously at some point, you're going to need to take a risk. You're going to need to take a leap of faith into the unknown, which will then create new options for you. The 7 of Cups right here, upright for you this time. Okay, this is the abundance I feel like you've been craving, you've been seeking, the choices that you don't feel like you have right now. Okay, so you are going to start opening up. And I don't feel like it's like in a huge way. I feel like it's quite small. Like you may just do little small things that are outside of your comfort zone. Like, for example, something you may usually say no to. Somebody invites you somewhere that usually you'd be like, not really my thing. But you decide, you know what? I'm just going to say yes this time. Something tells you to say yes. And then you go to that event and you have an amazing experience. You meet new people. You never know where that then leads you. Okay. It again opens up the door of opportunities for you. Okay, so yeah, it does feel like you're definitely giving yourself a push moving forwards. And I feel like this is also you pulling yourself out of this hole you find yourself in mentally and emotionally. And as I was saying before, it's like you know that it has to come from you. You know that you have to be the one to drive yourself out of this. Oh my God, stop. Look. It's like it's completely reversed. So where you are right now, Okay, emotionally, mentally, you're not going to be for much longer. Just know this. Your next chapter, you are going to be detaching. Okay, you're going to be much more emotionally detached, whether it's from possessions, from people, from places. You're going to be in a much more free kind of energy where you are able to let go. You're able to move forwards without continuously looking back, because I feel like that's what you're afraid of. It's like, if you move forwards, are you going to miss where you are? Are you going to keep looking back with regrets? But no, you're not going to. Again, it's not saying that you're never going to feel those feelings of missing or longing, or that everything's always going to be perfect anyway with this new chapter. But I feel like this is the mentality that you need to be in, and that you will be in order to achieve that. Okay, to make this move. Again, there's going to be tension at times, but I feel like once you actually commit to it, you won't be looking back. I feel like you'll be so focused on what's in front of you that you almost won't have time, or you won't give yourself time to look back. Certainly not in the beginning, okay? Because I feel like this may even be a protective mechanism for you, okay? And this may be your spirits also helping you in a way to keep you focused, okay? Focused in one direction, focused on where you are right now in this new chapter. Okay, let's try and get a bit more specificity about this new chapter. But again, obviously the specifics may vary, okay? So just leave what, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? I will pull the fishbowl on this as well, because I feel like that will help to bring some real specific answers to this. But let's see, your next new chapter. Okay, so we have nurture. Now, I know she's in reverse, but I still don't feel like this is a negative whatsoever, okay? Because I feel like, again, this is about you realizing where you're placing your energy and your time. This is you reprioritizing, okay? Reprioritizing things like, again, your possessions. You may even do a bit of a clear out. Maybe you've been feeling a need, or you've got like on your to-do list, like you've been meaning to declutter, to get rid of things, maybe sell some clothes, or, you know, take things to the tip, or yeah, just like a purging. I'm just seeing, a strong purging, a need for purging. And I feel like that's part of the new chapter, which again would make sense if you were going to do a move, an actual relocation house move. It's obviously going to be easier to condense your items down, okay, to make the move more easy, more flowing, but also to rid yourself of things that no longer serve you, and to gift those things as well to other people. Again, you could think about the energy of reciprocity and what those items that are just collecting dust for you right now, but they could actually bring joy to other people, okay? And it's like when you spread love outwardly, it also reflects and comes back to you. So you may not see it as a big deal, just giving something to charity, or giving something to a friend or a family member that you think they may enjoy, but it really does, it spreads the love, and the love comes back to you. And I feel like this is what I'm seeing here, because I'm really drawn in by like her two hands. I'm seeing like the orange flower here connected to this one, and this, yeah, I think it's a yellow flower here, but with the light around up to this one. And it's like, I feel like this is, again, both things are beautiful. Again, maybe both different places. This could even be for you two different people, okay? So many different ways this could play out, but whatever these two things are, these two decisions, it's like, again, neither one is better than the other, it's just different. And I feel like it's getting your head around that almost. It's like, you don't need to see something as better than the other. It's just, you know what, this is different. This is my next different chapter. This is where I'm going to put my focus into now. Okay, and that kind of neutralizes you. Oh, and I feel like that's what will actually bring you into this detached place, because again, you're not going to be feeling any type of way. Like, you're not feeling a level of hatred or a level of disdain or upset about one decision or one place or one person, and you're not feeling super amazing and elated about this other one. You're looking at it both realistically and saying, yeah, this is just where I am now. I just want to swap this over, or I want to stick at it, whatever you choose to do. It's like, you're just reshifting things, keeping it in a neutral place, not getting too emotional about it. Of course, you want to be excited about a new chapter, but I still feel like you're going to keep a level head, okay, which I feel like will be good. And again, you may even surprise yourself at this, because you may be like, wow, I've actually handled this really calmly, and yeah, I've not got crazy excited. I've just taken it step by step. And I feel like, yeah, you're going to be almost quite proud of yourself that you've taken it in this manner, because you will feel much calmer, and it will feel like it's an easier transition, okay? Because again, whether this is starting a family as well, and, you know, there could be conflicting ideas, maybe two people that one person wants kids, the other one doesn't, or all of these different ways it could play out. I know. I feel like some readings it's going to be, whoa, like very specific to the point. It's just going to be one area. But clearly with yours, I feel like it could be multiple. Maybe a lot of people in particular are drawn to this pile. That may be why lots of different options are coming out. But so these two, as you could see, just flew out. So we've got observer and poised. Okay. Observer and poised. It's weird because both of these are giving me like holding back, like not doing anything. Because in the beginning cards, we've had a lot of action, a lot of movement. But then these two are like, hold on, watch things for a moment, don't act yet. So I feel like at the moment you're watching this reading, and if you've, of course, continue to watch this reading as far as you have, don't make any hasty decisions just yet. I do feel like there's a need to wait it out a minute. Okay, now maybe this is because of the planets, okay, depending on the aspects that are happening at the moment you're watching this. Currently, as I'm recording this, we're in Mercury retrograde. And if you're planning to do something new, it is best to wait until retrograde has finished its cycle, but also until the shadow period. So always give it 2 to 3 weeks after retrograde has completed before doing something completely new. Now, you could go back if this was an ex, for instance, or going back to the place you used to live, or a new project, or whatever it may be. If you're repeating something, it's fine during a retrograde. But if it's something brand new you've never done before, you've never been before, it's definitely always best to wait, just hold off a few weeks. Okay, but you're watching this when you are. This is a timeless reading. So there could be other planetary aspects as well. Maybe there's a lot of squares happening, okay? Maybe even in your transit chart connected to the now, okay? There could be a lot of squares, oppositions, a lot of tension. So it may just be that for now, just, wait a minute. Again, I'm getting at least 2 weeks. I don't know why, but 2 weeks just came through to me. Give the situation 2 weeks to unfold before you make, any certain decisions on this. Okay, so let's get the fishbowl messages. What is the next new chapter for you? Next new chapter for you, group 1. Next new chapter. Let's have a sip of my coffee. Okay. So we've got human rights, blunt, spark, lost soul, financial health, sugar-coated lies, until further notice, friends. Interesting. So, this situation is going to involve friends, okay? In some way, maybe you receive information from friends. Maybe that's what you need to wait for. But it may be a friend that connects you with something or gives you an idea, or maybe you want to go into business together, or again, you want to move to somewhere that they are. Okay, but this could also be meeting a new friend or a new partner. I'm not getting a huge romantic energy from this, but it's not to say that there isn't romantic stuff going on, but I just feel like it feels like something much bigger than that almost. Something, maybe it will lead to that, but it just feels like this is big, because even with human rights, it's like Aquarian energy. It's talking about like things on a larger scale, like things for humanity as a whole. So whatever this spark is, okay, that you're feeling drawn to do, I feel like it's going to impact like the greater good in some way. Like maybe this is connected, you already know it's connected to human rights, okay, or to helping people or something charitable. But maybe you don't, okay? Maybe you don't see that far yet. You can't see that far ahead. And why would you? This could be 5 years from now, 20 years even from now. But you just, again, as I was saying before, it's the ripple effect. Something you're going to do now is going to impact your like 20-year-old, the 20-year-old, oh my God, why can't I say it? The older version of you, the 20-year-old older version of you. That's a real like tongue tie to say, but you know what I'm saying. So I feel like this is going to be a monumental shift for you, group 1. Like this is not some little chapter. It's like, oh, I don't know, like I changed my laundry detergent. and it's changed my world. You know, it's not something small like that. It is big. It is a big doorway opening for you. And again, you may not see it. You may not see how big of an opportunity it really is. For some of you, maybe you do. Again, you could see that it is quite big. Maybe that's what's overwhelming about it at times. But I feel like it's also going to improve your financial health. It's going to have a financial impact on you. And I do feel like it's for the positive, because I am seeing a lot of abundance. Although I feel like there may have to be a financial sacrifice, okay, to whatever this is. I feel like there will be a financial sacrifice, but then in the end, there'll be a financial gain. So this could be like investment, like you're investing a certain level of money or a certain amount of time into something, and then it will flourish, okay? It will grow, and then it will breed more and gift it back to you, you know, tenfold, okay? So it is going to grow, whatever this is. This is you planting the seed right now, group 1, okay? This is you planting the seed. This is your moment, okay? I feel like you're still in the gestation phase, where you're not quite ready to like go forth, again, because there's this poised energy. But I feel like once you've taken a little bit more time, maybe waited for a bit more information, again, you may not even know what information you need, but I just feel like you're being guided to just wait a minute before diving in. But then again, when you're ready, you're just going to commit to it. Now, maybe because there have been some sugar-coated lies, okay? Maybe that's what you need to understand first before moving forwards. Like, you may not quite see the full truth of the situation. So I feel like even when you find out the truth, you're going to still want to move forwards. But again, it could completely change your mind and maybe send you in a different direction. So this is why I feel like you are being guided to wait. I know right now you're feeling lost. This is where I feel like you are now. You are lost. You are feeling like a lost soul, like you're just drifting. Like you don't know where you're going. You know you need to move. You need to get off the raft, okay, or direct the raft. But at the moment, you're just drifting. Like you're in the just middle of the ocean. Reminds me of the guy I saw on TikTok. He's like, where is he? He's crossing is it the Atlantic Ocean? I don't know if anybody's seen him. But yeah, and I just saw him the other day, and he was just on a paddleboard, like quite far away from his boat. It was like sunset, and I was like, you're crazy, boy. But he was just drifting out there. But he needed to get back to his boat to be on his purpose to cross. And so I feel like you're just in the drifting phase at the moment. You're going to get back onto your boat in a hot minute, and you will start moving forwards again. So especially if you are feeling super tired, if you're feeling lethargic, maybe you've been really ill lately, and maybe your immune system has been compromised. So just listen to your body as well. If your body's feeling that way, just go with it, okay? Don't go against the tide, flow with it. There's been so many water references coming through for me today for you, Group 1. So I feel like you could either have very strong water placements, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I wouldn't be surprised if you did, or you're connected to people with these signs, or maybe it's connected to whatever this decision is, whatever this new chapter is. It's going to maybe involve the sea or water in some way. So please do let me know in the comments if that's making any sense for you. But then we finally got until further notice and blunt. Okay, so it may be that this information is going to come in a very blunt way. Maybe this is what you're being guided to do, is to be very direct. Again, when you make the decision, the choice to move forwards, be blunt about it. Don't like skirt around the issue. Okay, or skirt around the truth. You're being guided to be more in that Aries energy, to be direct rather than indirect. And that's what's going to help you in this new transition, okay? But at the moment, you're in this until further notice. You know, the website is down, things are being worked on. You just need your rest, okay? So you just have to see yourself right now as a sponge. You know, you're just sponging. You're just soaking up all the water around you, just being a sponge. What does a sponge do? Nothing. It just sits there, soaking up water if it's there. So that's what you need to do. Be in your sponge aura energy right now. Soak it all up. Soak up all the energy from the environment you're in. Try and get outside if you can. That will help you absorb nature's energy and the energy from the universe. But even people, even if you're just in a room, you know, and there are people there, don't feel the need you have to talk all the time, or you have to be on in any way. You can just be. Again, like a sponge, lay there like a sponge, absorb. Then when you have recalibrated yourself, you feel better or well rested, all of that information you've taken in your sponge-like state will filter down, and you can actually use it now. Okay, so this is what I see for you, Group 1. I really, really do hope this resonates with you. Please do comment below if it does. I would love to hear your feedback. So yeah, let me know. Comment a yellow emoji if it does resonate, if you don't want to elaborate any further. And oh my God, can't say it, getting tongue-tied now. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, a remote Reiki session, or a natal chart reading, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi Group 2. So let's take a look at your next new chapter. Like, what is going to be happening in your life moving forwards next? Okay, what would be the next change, the next new chapter for you? Okay, so we've got progressions, journey. Oh, another one flew out. Oh, Juno, partnership. Okay, this feels very clear. Wow, okay, 10th house. And, oh, okay, debilitated. Thought we were going to have a positive hat trick there, but that's absolutely fine. Life does have its ebbs and flows. But your next new chapter, I feel like there is a progression in 2 different areas for you, okay? Now, for some of you, it may just be one of these areas. For some of you, it will be both of these areas, okay? But there's an involvement here in either your relationships, romantic relationships, or your work, your career, okay? Which is really amazing to see, because even if you just get one of these 2 things, that's an amazing way to start this reading, okay? Because there's something very positive around the corner. So yeah, if, for example, if you're single right now, this is you finding a relationship, okay? Or coming together with the right person, okay? And getting into a committed relationship. If you're already dating, maybe you're just seeing each other, you're in a talking stage, this will be you actually committing to one another. If you're committed, this is getting engaged. If you're engaged, this is getting married next, okay? If you're already married, this could be having children, moving in together. Some people may do it the other way around, may get married and then move in together. No one needs to do it any particular way. But either way, there's definitely an involvement. Even if you're at that stage, you've had kids, you're married, you already live together, this could be just your relationship evolving to the next phase, okay? So this is really positive. It's like you're going to feel like things have definitely shifted, but in a positive way. There's definitely growth and movement. The same when it comes to your career, okay? There's definitely progression. I feel like you've got a long way to go still, because I'm really drawn in by him, like he's down here at the bottom and there's the top. But I feel like almost that this card isn't showing like how far you actually are up here, because it's all about perspective, isn't it? Because when you look at this, you think, oh, they're right at the bottom. Okay, and there's all the way at the top. But I feel like if this card was to extend, there's all of these mountains below. It's like you've already climbed so incredibly far. Like, you're not at the bottom, okay? If anything, I feel like you're past the midway point towards your success, okay? But something is about to shoot up here. This feels like a really steep incline. So even though it's going to be filled with abundance, it's also going to be challenging, okay? There's debilitation, which is discomfort, okay? A feeling where it's like, oh, this is harder than I expected, okay? Or this, for example, if this is more responsibility at work, okay, maybe it's a higher pay rise, but it's more responsibility, and it's like you may feel at times like you've bitten off more than you can chew. Or again, in terms of your relationship progression, it could be as well like, this is what you've been wanting a progression, but then when it happens, you're like, oh, this doesn't quite feel right, or I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this level of commitment, or the partnership evolving to this next phase. So yeah, in both of these areas, even though there's positive movement forwards, there's also, again, a bit of tentativeness on your part, where you're a bit like, oh, it does, like, it's harder than I expected it to be, but I still feel like you're going to feel like it's worth it. But I do feel you're being guided to be very realistic about the struggles that will also come with it, because that saying just came to mind. With great power comes great responsibility. So again, as things do evolve, there will be some kind of sacrifice or payoff versus payoff, because that's how the universe works. It's always a balancing act, okay? And what you give, you receive back energetically. And it's like the more you're giving to both of these, it's like, well, what's that saying as well? Like, the grass is water where you the grass is greener where you water it. And it's weird because I keep tripping over my words during this pile, and I feel like it's like I'm almost trying to say things too quickly. So maybe there is a part of you that wants to rush something, wants it to progress faster. So that may be where you are now, like you're really wanting to like push it forwards fast, but I feel like you're being guided to slow it down a little bit. And again, to realize that where you water it, it will flourish more. So it is all about your time, how you are sharing your time, where you're spending your time. If you want to progress your career, you need to be either spending more time, more of your spare time doing it, or changing the way that you work, okay? Or initiating something new on the side, okay? There's always got to be something that you do that shifts in order to bring that in, okay? So but let's see what else is coming through here. Flow. I love that because I just feel like this is, things are just going to start flowing to you more easily and effortlessly, okay? I'm definitely getting a lot of trine energy, trine aspect in astrology, where there's just nice flowing, smooth energy. Now, not necessarily all the time. We've got Scorpio energy here. So there's something hidden about this. You may decide to keep whatever this progression is private. Yeah, because I feel like there's protection over this. So especially over the relationship. So when you come together with this person, or when the relationship evolves, I feel like you may just keep it between yourselves. Okay, not about keeping it necessarily even secret. It's more about keeping it private to protect it. So that's just something to note there. So, because maybe, for example, you feel like you want to share it or something. You want to share the news with lots of people or social media, but you may feel pulled to like, do you know what, let's just keep it between us until things are more established, or maybe just not sharing it at all and the people closest to you will know the truth. But I don't know. It's something about needing to keep it private. Yeah, because it feels like there will be, and we've got the Three of Swords here, which can be third-party interferences, but then it's in reverse. So if there's been a third party interfering in either your career or your relationships recently, just know that that situation is about to be over, or they're about to exit. Like somebody could have been sabotaging a promotion for you or causing you some kind of harm at work, or again, versus within a relationship, there could have been a third party trying to come between you and your person. And whether they were doing it directly or indirectly, I feel like, yeah, there was a third energy that's been causing issues, but I feel like these are over, okay, or soon about to be. I don't feel like the next chapter, they're going to be invited in, okay? I feel like they're going to be pushed out, kicked out. So again, I feel like that has something to do with the privacy element that's coming through, because I do feel like they've caused a lot of problems, and in order to stop them causing problems, it's like you need to keep them at bay. And maybe this means keeping it a secret from other people in order to protect it, so that other person doesn't know about it. But they say that anyway in terms of manifestation. Don't say something until it's happened. Maybe not to certain people, because the thing is, you can think people always wish you well. Even friends, for example. I know it's not a very optimistic way to look at things, but you really should protect your dreams, because even if your friends are well-meaning, you tell them your dream and they say outwardly, oh my God, I want that for you. But inwardly they may think, oh, that's a stupid idea, that will never happen. Or I want that instead. I want that. They can't have that, or whatever it may be. You don't know what's really in somebody's head. So, that energy can put negative energies connected to whatever it is you're trying to manifest. So sometimes it's just best to keep things to yourself until, the time is right, or until, again, things are more rooted and established. Well-deserved reward. Yeah, so I feel like you will be rewarded, but after it's been a struggle. Like, you're going to have to fight your way to this in some way. Again, like, maybe for some of you may have an avoidant attachment style, or your partner may have an avoidant attachment style, for example, and it's like you have to work through that issue. Someone could have addictions or mental health issues. Again, at work, there could be certain obstacles, people that are trying to get in your way, people that are trying to slander your name, or that, they're trying to tread on your toes to get ahead, or maybe even just a failure to be recognized in what you're doing in some way. But it's like the reward will come to you, but it feels like, yeah, it will feel like you're uncomfortable for a little while before things get to a more comfortable place. even though things are progressing and things will flow quite nicely. It's like you just need to have this awareness that, yeah, there may be some struggles as well, okay, where you may feel, for some of you, I feel like you may need to ask for a raise or money or some kind of support. You may need to even lean upon support, get some kind of therapy, like couples counseling even for some of you. I know that's not for everybody. Like I said, with these readings, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, but this is like a sense of being dependent on something. Like this may be what you feel uncomfortable about. Like maybe you feel dependent on a certain person or dependent on a certain financial source. Okay, and it may be that one of these needs to be cut loose, and this may also be what then makes you feel uncomfortable at times. Okay, group 2. I just want to get a quick idea actually before I do that, like I did for group 1, and just see how are you feeling right now? Like what's your overall vibe? How are you feeling at this moment? I suddenly got really hot just then. Whoa, like really hot. I don't know if you've got, hold on, I need to fan myself a minute because yeah, the heat that just came out here. So yeah, I don't know if you're literally feeling hot in your temperature or whether there's like maybe you're angry or I don't know. We've got love. I mean, I don't get angry because we've got the heart chakra, but I don't know. Maybe there's a mix of emotions going on for you right now. Okay, for some of you, you may have just gone through a split. Okay, but I see you being indecisive. But I feel like it really is connected to your heart. Yeah, strong heart chakra energy coming through here. It's like this situation is pulling on your heartstrings and you don't know what to do. Again, it's like you're at a crossroads here. Which way do I go? What do I do? How do I fix this? Because again, even if this is about your career, it's still a sense of where you feel drawn to, where you feel passionate, connected to. Because it could even be, for some of you, you're connected to someone romantically at work. Okay, it could even combine like that. Okay, but I feel like it's like you're really feeling the love right now. Your heart is definitely open. And so this is a really good position for you to be in terms of, receiving this love, because when the heart chakra is blocked, it can be really hard to forgive other people. It could be hard to love unconditionally, and it can be hard to receive all of those as well. So I feel like your heart is in really good balance right now, group 2, which is nice to see. I'm just gonna get one more for how you are, where you are right now. Oh my God, look at that one. Just flew around again. Definitely feel like there's some kind of split or separation. Could even be, like I said, by distance. You're missing somebody at this moment. And maybe that's why your heart is also feeling this. And this could be your romantic partner, which is what it feels like for the majority of you. But for some of you, I feel like it may even be a child. You might be missing a child right now. Success and growth. Yeah, so again, how I was saying earlier about wanting to move very quickly, almost tripping over yourself. And we've got very fast moving energy here. So I do feel like at the moment you're wanting something to move, like you're wanting more progress. You're wanting something to move more quickly. Okay, but maybe for some of you, you are feeling pressure to move something more quickly and you want to take it more slowly. Okay, just reverse the energy if it makes more sense. But there's definitely this energy of something very fast, but then needing to slow it down in a way. Again, allowing things to flow rather than trying to control the situation. Allowing it to unfold very naturally. I'm just having a sip of my coffee. Okay. So I'm going to pull the fishbowl messages in a moment, but if this is already resonating with you, please do comment a green emoji or anything else you'd like to add. Or liking the video, it just lets me know that this makes sense for you. So thank you in advance. Okay. So your next chapter, group 2, what's coming through for you in your next new chapter in your life? Wow, co-create. Okay, definitely there's a partnership here. That's the biggest thing I would say. I mean, let me pull the rest before I say any more. But the next new chapter, yin. So that's the divine feminine, out of the yin and the yang. And then we have chaos and conflict. And the number 33, someone could be 33, you or your person could be. We've also got 40 there, 31. Those are the numbers I'm picking up. But it could be you're seeing a lot of threes and synchronicity at the moment. But yeah, you've definitely got a partnership either coming in, or a partnership that is taking things, that is going to be reaching the next level. Okay, now it may come even after some kind of fight, okay, with the chaos and conflict. So again, it's like there is a struggle. There's a struggle to get to this co-create place, but I do feel like it's coming. So if you've already been through the struggle, maybe you've recently had an argument and you're in that split phase. Maybe you're in the yin, because the yin is the divine feminine. It is in the receiving energy. Okay, because the masculine is about doing and about movement. Okay, whereas the feminine is more about listening rather than speaking. So I feel like there's something about you waiting. So again, it may be that maybe you blew up at somebody, maybe you called them out, maybe you distanced yourself, maybe, you know, you felt very triggered in some way. And so you decided to take some space, some break. And then it's like this co-create is going to happen here. Like you are going to come together and unite, okay? But it feels like there needed to be a bit of space. There needed to be a bit of this introspection even, before things can actually progress. But they are going to, okay? If you've been wondering or worrying about this, just know that they will. And again, for those of you that you don't have anyone particular in mind, just know that this person is coming in for you. And I feel by the number 2, either they're coming in or you're going to move things forwards with the person you're currently with. Okay, 2 is the standout number, okay, especially when it comes to your relationship, I feel like. So it could be something that happens on the 2nd of the month, could be 2 weeks from now, 2 days from now, could be 2 years, but I don't think so, because this is the next chapter. So I feel like it would certainly be quicker than that. But let's get some fishbowl messages. Your next new chapter, group 2. What is your next new chapter? What is your next new chapter, group 2? Okay. Luck is coming. Amazing. We love to see that, don't we? I mean, so yeah, things are about to get real lucky for you. That's why I feel like it really could be like career as well as relationships. And oftentimes it is like things happen like in 2s or 3s, don't they? And it's like you get loads of good things happen to you at the same time. Obviously, conversely, you can get bad things happen, but let's not go there because this is all looking good. We've got honeymoon. So yeah, for some of you, you're going to be going on a honeymoon. Maybe you're just married. Okay, so this will be the next phase, your honeymoon. Okay, but this could be like a honeymoon, as I said, phase in your relationship where you just, you can't get enough of each other. You just want to be around each other all the time. You just feel so strongly connected. You really enjoy each other's company. And it's like the world stops when it's just the 2 of you. Like you're in your own little bubble, in your own world with one another. Okay, we've got interior designer. So that could have a connection to the work, like the career. Maybe that's something that you do. Maybe it's something you want to do. But this maybe is just an added bonus, something you're going to do around your home. Maybe you're changing up the interiors, maybe updating things a little bit. Okay, we've got beautiful. Yeah, beautifying things. I feel like you're going through this like beautiful Venusian glow up. Okay, where you are looking the best you've ever looked, like your home is looking the best it's ever looked, maybe even getting a new car or, keeping everything just looking nice around you, okay? We've got take a risk. Okay, so yeah, it will feel risky. Whatever this new venture, this new chapter is, it is going to feel like a risk because everything does when it's something new or something we haven't done for a while. So it is going to feel a bit risky, but it is going to be worth the reward, I feel like. We've got fire brigade. Okay, so that could be something, again, that sparks your passions, okay, where you feel like you may need to call in for some kind of assistance here with this situation. Now, I don't think this is literal. I certainly don't think it's literal, but in terms of, say you've got a relationship issue and maybe you're struggling to know how to deal with it. So, and it's like you may go to a friend, okay, or a family member, maybe somebody that's been married or that, is successful in relationships, or even somebody that isn't. The thing is, sometimes it's like we can be all great at giving advice. It's taking our own advice at times that we can struggle to do. Or sometimes we just need to hear somebody else say it for us to take it seriously. So I do feel like this is like calling in for a bit of assistance here, which will really help you. We've got don't give up now. So yeah, you will not be giving up on the situation. You may feel at times, just a pre-warning, At times you may feel like giving up because it may feel like it's too tense. It may feel like it's a lot. Again, in terms of work, you may need more time. You may need more people, more resources, more money. Like it may be quite draining at first, but I do feel like it's going to pay off in the end for you, okay? We've got grief and loss. Okay, so this may be where you are now, okay? Maybe you are grieving, especially because we saw that the split energy come through a lot, so you may be feeling like this has been a loss, but it will be your gain in the end. I certainly don't feel like your next chapter is going to involve grief or loss, okay? Because everything else I've seen here, it seems to be very positive. It seems to be all about growth, okay? We've got listen to the signs, okay? So yeah, definitely pay attention to the spiritual signs that you receive over the coming months, okay? Because they are going to help you to keep you on the right track here. Because at times, again, you may start to deviate. You may feel like, I can't do this, I need to give up. But this is your message, don't give up. If you just need to take a break, take a break. Maybe you need to communicate that to whoever it is you need to take a break from, or even if it's work. Just rather than going MIA on the situation, saying, look, I need some time before I do XYZ, okay? But definitely listen to the signs, the number synchronicities you see, the otherworldly synchronicities you see when you pay attention, when your third eye is clear. So make sure to always keep your third eye unblocked, your crown chakra unblocked, because this is your connection to the divine. This is how you intuit messages, okay? So meditation will be the best thing. Just to simplify it, there's many different ways you can unblock the third eye and the crown, but daily meditation, even if it's 5 minutes, clearing, okay? Just imagine a flower in between your eyebrows, opening up to open the third eye and closing to close it. Again, it's just simple visualizations is all you need to do. But you can spend as much or as little time as you like, but the more of a meditative state you can get into, the more you are able to receive the signs from the universe. So just remember that, okay? And then we've got unconventional. So I do feel like, even though of course you've had this reading now, so you do have some foresight about what is going to happen, but I still feel like it's going to be a surprise to you in some way. And I also feel like it's going to be a surprise to other people. Okay, like you're going to shock other people with this partnership, okay, or with this career evolvement. Like people are not going to see this coming. So again, this may be because you're keeping it secret, or maybe that's why you keep it secret, because it will be shocking. So again, you're protecting it for as long as you can before you tell people and before other people get, have their 2 cents about it. So yeah, I feel like you're definitely right to do so. If you have that feeling, let's just keep it quiet, just keep it between us for now, okay? And it's not about trying to hurt anybody else's feelings. Other people may get hurt by you keeping it to yourselves, but ultimately you have to protect this. If this is to grow, if this is to flourish, you need to protect it. So I feel like that's something that you do need to know ahead of time, but I still feel like when this all comes together, it is going to surprise you as well, either the timing of it or how it comes about, the opportunity, the conversation that leads to this unity, that leads to this step up your career ladder. Yeah, so I feel like this is why you're also being guided to go with the flow, because that's when serendipitous events happen, is when you're flowing. If you're too rigid in your plans, if you've got your entire day mapped out every single 7 days a week, you leave no room for spontaneity, for freedom. Okay, so make sure that you give yourself in your schedule moving forwards a bit of freedom where you're not planning everything. So you just allow things to unfold in the present moment, because that's when magic really happens. Okay, group 2, so I truly hope that this resonates with you. If it does, please do comment something, anything that's on your mind, or you can just leave a red emoji. That will also let me know that this has made sense for you and that you do support my channel. So thank you so much in advance. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, group 3. So let's take a look at your life's next new chapter. What is the next change, next new chapter going to be for you moving forwards? Okay, so we have Scorpio, investigate, ascendant, entrance, square, semi-square, and quincunx. And then Vesta, hearth. Okay. So the first thing I'm picking up here is something connected to your appearance. Okay, so for some of you, you may be having surgery. Okay, you may be having some kind of cosmetic surgery. Now, this doesn't have to be cosmetic either, but it may affect how you look cosmetically in some way. Okay, I feel like it does feel like it's an enhancement in a way, but it'll also be quite stressful. Now, it could be something connected to the face. It could even be the teeth. Scorpio can represent teeth as well as surgery. And the ascendant is like your overall outer appearance. But it may also affect like the way that you speak, for example, if you are having something done in the mouth, okay, or on the face, or the lips. This could be like getting a lip filler or something, Botox. Could of course be something more invasive than that. I'm not going to go through all of the cosmetic procedures that it could be. But yeah, I feel like that's one element. Obviously that may not be for all of you. But again, for some of you, may be having a procedure done. It may be somebody close to you is having something done as well. I'm definitely seeing something in the chest area. So it could be something around the chest, could be the heart. Could even be something secretive. This could be something that you keep secret, okay, from other people, or this other person is keeping it secret from everybody except you. It could be that. But it definitely feels like whatever this new chapter is involved with, it feels like it is quite sort of deep, but it is very private and mysterious in some way. And again, there will be some kind of conflict. So maybe that's why there's a need to keep it secret, because yeah, there's some sort of conflict that will arise if other people were to know about it in some way. Yeah, because even this looks a bit like a hospital to me. It's such a specific message, so I have no idea if this is really resonating for you guys. So I'm sorry if it's not and I'm not connecting, but I have to say what I see, and that's what I see. And sometimes with these readings, they can be really broad. But sometimes they can be hella specific. So I feel like this is one of those moments. Well, I think it's one of those moments. For some of you, it may not be. Obviously, it may not be for those of you who are watching this. Please comment if it is resonating, because I'm just babbling now. Okay. I'm also seeing something about smoking here as well. Again, a really specific one. Maybe for some of you, you're giving up smoking. I don't know. Really, really specific. The next new chapter for you. Okay, now this could involve travel. This could be a relocation. It could be you have to travel for surgery. Move. Yeah, so much movement. You're definitely going to be on the move a lot in your next chapter. Wow. Joy and stability. Ooh. Okay, this could be, yeah, there's some sort of celebration coming through here. This could be a strong marriage indicator. So for some of you, you're about to get married, okay? Maybe you know this, okay, and you've been officially proposed to, or you have proposed to somebody and you're in that engagement phase and you know you're getting married, you've got a date set. So obviously you will know that this is part of your next new chapter, okay? But for those of you, maybe you're even single right now, but you just never know. Sometimes when you know, you meet somebody, you could be engaged and married within 6 months. You know, I know a particular couple who met, this is a long time ago now, they met within 3 months, they were married. They're still together now. You know, I don't know how many decades it is, but well, at least 10 years, 2 kids. And that, there's more than one example I could tell you, but anyway, sometimes it just happens like that. It can be really swift. So there may be a very swift engagement, okay, or marriage for some of you, okay? But this is definitely a celebration, okay? There's a party here that I'm seeing. So yeah, this could even be like a moving party. Like you may, be moving, relocating somewhere and people are celebrating that with you. Or it could be, again, this surgery. People could be celebrating that when you have recovered, okay? This could be like a great reveal, okay? Or, you know, you stepping out into your full health, okay? Because like I said, for some of you, it's cosmetic. For others, I feel like it's more connected to your health. But I just had deviated septum, okay? For example, obviously that could be one you need to get your nose fixed for your breathing, but it also will look more aesthetic once it's done, okay? That can be the element of it being complicated but being a good thing at the same time. So it could be something along those lines here. Now for some of you, this could be moving in with somebody as well. Okay, so we are getting a few more things coming through, not just cosmetic surgery, because that would have been really strange if it was only that, but maybe it was meant to be that specific for those of you that it does resonate with. So it's like, this is your pile, But yeah, it may even be like whatever this procedure is, or this change, this private secret information, this whatever it is that you're doing, investigating, that it brings you into alignment here with somebody new, with somebody that you may marry, or again, somebody you will move to be with. Yeah, for some of you, it could be relocating to be with a romantic partner, okay? Maybe for some of you, don't even know that that's what you're doing. Like, you may just be called to travel somewhere, but then you actually meet the person you're going to be with, okay? Or you're going to marry someday. Okay, but let's see. I just want to get an idea of where you are right now. One sec, okay. Like, how are you feeling right now? Group 3, how are you feeling right now? We got the crown chakra. Believe and succeed. Trust and opportunity beckons. Okay. Yeah, I keep getting out. It's like on my lip, I keep getting like a sharp needle-like pain. Like someone's sticking me with a needle. So I don't know why. Like, it's somebody like really getting their lips done. Again, I don't think that's just like one whole new chapter, but why is that happening? Okay, it's really annoying. Or again, somebody could be, getting some kind of injections. I don't know. But I feel like you're a bit restless at the moment. Like, you're maybe feeling a bit bored. Maybe you're waiting for something. I feel like for some of you, you might not have been sleeping very well. You may have been having some kind of strange dreams I'm picking up on that you can't quite work out. Like, you don't really understand them. Like, sometimes they may be very clear and you get them, but lately it kind of feels like you're in a bit of a confused state. But also, again, it's this restless state. I feel like you're ready to move. Like, you're ready to relocate. You're ready to travel. You're ready for this procedure. You're ready to move in this relationship. Like, this is you being like, I'm ready. I'm moving forwards. I'm trusting myself. I'm trusting the situation. I'm trusting this person that it's going to pay off. Okay, so I feel like, you're in this carefree kind of like, it's time to take a risk. Like, I need to get out of this boredom feeling. It's like you need to be on the move. So again, for some of you, you are waiting. You're waiting to travel. You know it's coming, but you're still in the waiting phase at the moment. Okay, but very, very soon things are about to flip in a big way, okay? There's definitely a big transformation happening. Because Scorpio also represents death, okay? It represents the end of something, and then what happens after death? New beginnings, okay? So it is going to open up the door of new beginnings for you, okay? You may not, again, be able to see why just yet or how it's going to unfold, but it is going to happen. There's a lot of fire here as well I'm seeing in this reading. So as well as Scorpio, I'm getting a lot of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which you could resonate with in your personal chart. But it may be around these seasons as well, during the fire seasons during the year, that this may also be the most beneficial for you in some way. Okay, so we've got here and now, your next chapter. Again, it's like I'm just seeing you sat there like waiting. Like you're sat on the egg here like, oh my God, I'm ready. You may be feeling a little impatient. Maybe you're ready to move more quickly, but something is making you wait, okay? Because there is a relationship here, okay? I do see a partnership on the horizon. So again, for those of you that are single, I do feel you're going to end up in a partnership, okay? I do see that happening. Like I said, this could be a whirlwind. Like, 'cause I almost see you being alone and then suddenly like you're together with somebody. So for some of you, you may already be in this relationship and you are just separated by water or distance, as I said, and it's just like you're alone now, and then like you're just going to be together. But once you're together, I feel like that's it. You're going to be stuck together. So again, this could be like you're moving in or your relationship is going to the next phase. But it's like, you're just kind of in this hold right now. TikTok, you're just like waiting. Like, when are things going to change? So even though this is your next chapter, I don't feel like it's like happening tomorrow. I would say that it is maybe a slightly longer time frame for things to actually shift. But it will, I think, because it's such a big transformation, it's such a big change that's happening, it's like there needs to be this waiting phase. And I have had that with the other piles today, a little bit of that going on about a need to wait. And so, even though you may feel a bit restless, it's like you're ready to move, but just know that the universe is working for your highest good in divine timing. you know, and there is divine protection surrounding this as well. Like if you try to rush this, it may not go the way that you want or plan to, but if you allow things to just unfold the way that they need to in divine timing, it will work out in your favor. I always think of like, I don't know, if one day somebody's late for work, okay, and they miss their alarm and they get stressed out about it, but if they had been on time, they may have got into a car accident or something. You know, there's just so many ways the universe can protect you, and you don't always see why, you don't see those reasons. But I feel like that's something you're being guided to actually try and accept at the moment. Accept that, you know, you are going to move forwards. There is a date set, or there will be a date set and planned, but you're just going to have to twiddle your thumbs a little bit longer. Okay. So let's have a look. Soulmate. Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, you're coming together with a soulmate or a soul connection. They are part of your new chapter, or they are your new chapter. Okay. That's very, very strong. I don't understand you. Okay. Use your hands. Choices. Lies upon lies. I miss you. And 1 week. I'm just going to get a couple more here. It's a strange bunch of fishbowl messages, isn't it? But maybe it's strange to me, but maybe it isn't strange to you. If this is resonating, if any of this is resonating with you, group 3, please do comment a green emoji, or of course write more, or just like the video. It just lets me know that I have made any sense. I really would love to know with this particular group if any of this is making sense, or if I'm crazy today. But something is going to change in a week. So you know how I was saying before, I think it's going to take a bit longer. I still believe that. I still think this situation, the big next chapter, is going to take a bit longer, but I feel like the beginning of it, maybe you'll book something, okay, maybe there'll be some form of communication or something that's more set in stone in a week from now, okay, or there's something, yeah, that will be more tangible that will happen a week from now, or even just a sign. You may receive a sign a week from now that will let you know that it's coming, okay, but it may also be something that takes a week. Like you may be away for a week, maybe it takes that long to move, maybe that's how long you'd be in a hospital, or how long it would take you to have downtime from a procedure, perhaps, something like that. We've got use your hands. So for some of you, it could even be something connected to your hands that you're doing that is leading you into this next phase. You know, you use your hands for everything, but I think you could be doing something creative. Again, maybe when you're laid up, for those of you that are going to be laid up after surgery or procedure, maybe, you know, you'll just be able to use your hands more so you'll be using your hands more, like to communicate or something. That could make sense as well. I don't understand you. So yeah, if you could be getting something connected to your face done, maybe you can't like quite move, and again, really specific, but you can't quite move your lips, or people may not be able to understand you at first. Or you may not understand the situation, whatever this is, like maybe even your soulmate, this person, you may be thinking that there's lies upon lies, okay? Maybe you're confused by what they're saying to you in some way. But yeah, this reading is probably one of the weirdest ones I've ever done. I feel like it's going all over the shop, but it is what it is. I read what I see. We've got intuition is off right now, so yeah, maybe this is why, because maybe your intuition hasn't been as clear lately. Maybe you felt quite blocked up, you felt a bit confused, and the more you overthink things, the more your intuition can block, because it's the third eye. It's like when that gets blocked, it's like you can't see. It's like if you were to smear Vaseline over the camera lens, you know, you can make out the shapes, the objects, the colors, but everything just kind of merges together. So you need to keep your third eye nice and clear by meditating, by visualizing it being clear and open, which will help you to receive and intuit the messages that come through, okay? Because your intuition will really be like your secret weapon when you can utilize it. It will help you to be protected. It'll help you avoid negative people and situations. It will help steer you in the direction of positive ones, positive new experiences and abundance. So yeah, I definitely feel like that's something you could spend time doing, especially if you are in that twiddling of thumb phase. Just make sure that you are utilizing that spare time well, okay, or any of your downtime very well, because you will have choices. We have got choices here. And I feel like this will be nice for you as well. Like maybe you're feeling at the moment you don't have as many choices, but moving forwards into your new chapter, you will feel like that. You will get to decide more things. Maybe you've had a lot of things decided for you in your life, or you've not felt like, you've had the freedom. Whereas moving forwards into this new life, I feel like you will have that freedom. You will be able to choose more about what you want to do. Maybe you even have more financial freedom. So that, of course, gives you more choices, more options of what you want, where you want to be, what you want to do, what you want to buy, moving forwards. Okay. And then we've got sing, and then I miss you. You may have a beautiful singing voice. Okay, maybe that has a connection to this new chapter. Maybe you'll be like, singing because you're so happy. Okay, maybe they'll be singing at the wedding. Okay, you may sing at the wedding, your partner may do, or maybe somebody else. Maybe some of you may even have a hired singer or something, someone famous. Maybe you even go to a concert or something, and that's where you meet this person. There's something strongly connected to singing, to music. So it may also be that you'll receive a lot of messages through music, through singing. And you may be also a very talented manifester. As you sing things, you may set them in stone more than if you were to just say them. So if you're like a manifestor, and you like to speak your manifestations out loud, try singing them moving forwards, because I feel like that will actually help them to grow faster and thicker for you. But I just get this sense here with the I miss you, that even if this person is brand new to you, okay, you haven't met them, it's like your soul misses them, okay? Or if there is distance or separation, it's like you miss this person, you do feel like they are your soulmate, your one, but you are going to come together with them. They are part of this next new chapter, okay? They are not going to be separate from it. So if that's something you're wondering, wonder no more, okay? They are going to be in it together with you, okay? You are going to have their support. They will be like your rock as you will be like their rock, okay? You will definitely grow together. You will evolve together moving forwards. They're really going to help you shine, I feel like. So here it is, group 3. I really do hope that it does resonate with you, even though this was one of the weirdest ones I've done. Please do comment below. I mean, I do love a weird reading. I just hope that it makes sense. So let me know if it does. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.